I've been fasting for 42 hours. Fasting's working. You can be doing everything right, but depression will still hit you. But it doesn't mean we succumb to it. I made it to day 2 of my fast. Yay. I almost gave up last night. Night times are always the hardest. I don't know what it is about the night. That's the time where you want to eat and stuff. But what my solution to that was, I just went to bed. So if I'm in bed, I wasn't tempted to eat anything. But feeling good, woke up this morning with lots of energy. I woke up at 5 a.m. I was like, okay, what's going on here? So I'm probably getting that boost of GABA that you get around 36 hours into fasting, and GABA is basically a protein that produces good feelings in your brain. And for someone who struggles with mental health issues, I desperately need that. So I am going to test my blood glucose levels and my blood ketone levels. As you saw, yesterday was a little bit concerning because my ketone levels were not moving. Let's see what happens today. I really hope my liver is okay. If it's not, we're gonna have to book an appointment with the doctor and see what's up. Just to take a blood test to see if my liver is acting up. I've never had markers in my blood for liver, but I hate poking myself. Hang on. I've had issues with my pancreas, but we'll see what's going on. So let's hope for a higher ketone level than 0.1, because that means things are not doing well with my liver. It's stressed, and if it is, I probably need to do a detox. And it is still at 0.1 millimoles per liter. A little bit concerning, but Dr. Mindy Peltz did say your body can use up ketones. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep fasting and see what happens, but I should not be at 0.1 still. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, let's test glucose and see what's going on with that. I need to do an assisted detox, and I was thinking of doing that after this fast. Beachbody actually has a little refresh thing called the 3-day refresh, and when I was reading it, I realized that it's basically fast mimicking. So Beachbody has a fast that they offer to Team Beachbody members, and I'm a Beachbody coach, so if you're ever interested in fasting or you want to learn how to use Beachbody's 3-day refresh to get your fasting going, join my Team Beachbody team. I can be your coach and help coach you through that with all the knowledge I know with fasting. Okay, time to test the glucose. Oh, that's a nice sample of blood. 5.4. So my glucose levels are going down. So maybe I'll just keep going to see how my body responds to everything. I think I might just do that. I'll just keep going because my glucose levels are going down. So maybe when my glucose levels go down and keep going down, perhaps the ketones will start going up. Or maybe the ketones are just being used right now to burn the glucose. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to do some research on that. But those are my results. Feel great. I did not go on the scale this morning because I am not really focused on the scale. I'm more focused on my blood tests, how I'm feeling, and the results that my body's producing in terms of pain, in terms of, you know, other movements too. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but, you know, holistic health here. So I'm happy with that. I will worry about the scale at the end, but that's not really the goal of this. The goal of this is to have a complete restart of my body, to get things sorted out within, to make sure my body is doing well, to make sure autophagy is going well, and for mental health. I should mention that. Mentally, I feel absolutely great. And I'm in the middle of PMDD right now. So the fact that my depression symptoms aren't acting up when I fast, there is something to fasting for sure. Anyway, see you guys around. I'm gonna go figure out what I'm doing for the rest of the day. So I did a bit of an impromptu, I think that's a word, photo shoot. And yeah, I've been fasting for, let us find out how many minutes and hours and seconds and days. I've been fasting for 42 hours. You guys can never see that because this thing doesn't autofocus. 42 hours and 24 minutes. And I am going to take a nap. I meant to take a nap earlier today, but I just got inspired. I got creative. I don't have a lot of time left. My son will be coming back in 3 more days, so I got to get this creative energy out as much as possible. Maybe that's why I was struggling the last few days or last few weeks, because I've always been the creative type and I just like creating things. It's been what I've always liked to do. Even as a little girl, I used to sit there and write stories and stories and just imagine like worlds in my head. Like, I never lived in reality and I kind of liked it. I get criticized for that sometimes, but whatever. I don't give a crap what people think. I don't care. People are gonna think whatever they want to think, and I'm not gonna waste energy on what people might think about me. I just don't care anymore. So I'm just gonna take this nap. I would test my blood again, but I don't know, that's too much poking. I want to test it before I go to bed. Have I had times where I wanted to quit? Yeah, I wanted to quit. I had a thought, I'm like, oh my gosh, that food would be good. I wanted to quit, but when I made the brain-gut connection, my body wasn't really hungry. I'm fine. I'm getting in my electrolytes. My body is actually thoroughly enjoying this fast. It probably needed it because with all the stress I went through the last month, with what everyone went through, this is a great way to detoxify all of that. Anyway, I'm gonna go take a nap. So I don't even know. Let me get my phone. I'll be right back. I am 48 hours and 43 minutes into my extended fast. Now, my fasting record is 55 hours and I will definitely be beating that because I'm gonna go to bed after this fast. Again, I wanted to quit, but instead of quitting, I told myself, you know what, let me just get some electrolytes because I was feeling really lethargic. My energy went down, and I know if I don't take my dosage of electrolytes, that's what happens. Anyway, I'm curious to know how my blood's doing. I have a bit of a headache, so I did take a nap, so I wasn't really able to get in the fluids I needed. So hang on, let me get my bubbly. All right, bubbly here, and we're good. Now let's test my blood and see where we're at. So I was watching something, and it made me realize that a lot of people are still ignorant about depression. I don't know, it makes me realize that we still have a lot of work when it comes to spreading awareness about depression and how it's not just something that you can fix by magically taking pills or talking to family and friends. Like, this shit's hard. Like, there's some of us that really go through this, and don't you think us people with depression, we don't wish to be this way. We want to work our way out of it, but sometimes you just get stuck and you can be doing everything right, but depression will still hit you. And I just wish people had more compassion. I guess it's kind of hard to ask, but I don't know. It's such a complex disease. I kind of spoke about it, and it's really cool when people like The Rock opens up about his depression. Oh, I didn't get enough sample. Give me a second. Like, Dwayne The Rock Johnson opened up about his depression. I thought that was sick because he's like the most successful actor in Hollywood and he still struggles. And it goes to show you that you can be doing everything right, but it will still hit you. But there is hope with depression. People who are depressed, I believe that they are just empathic souls. They're empaths, and we just experience things on a different level. Ow. Okay, that's a good sample. And I don't know. Warriors. So goes to show you, even if you're depressed, you can get through it and you can work through it and you can build that resiliency through it every day. So we still have a lot of work to do when it comes to talking about it. My liver is not dying. I am at 0.3 millimoles. Yes, of ketones. It's taking a bit longer for my body to do it, but we are back in business, baby. So yeah, my little rant about depression is that, and mental health illnesses, is that we have a lot to do because ignorance can be really hurtful. It's not a fun thing to go through. Like, for example, Jordan Peterson, that psychologist that got popular last year, he went through hell with depression, and I would say he's a pretty successful man, but it's more than just superficial. It's a deep physiological disease, and there is a genetic component to it, but it doesn't mean we succumb to it at all. I strongly believe that there are people who are depressed and let that encompass their life and, you know, kind of let it take control, and then there's people who are depressed who work through it. Wow, 4.5 millimoles per liter. That is awesome for glucose. Fasting's working. 48 hours in, my blood glucose levels are going down, my ketones are going up. I am in scenario number 1. Thank you, body, for healing itself. Thank you so much. I lost my train of thought there. I just want people to know you are not alone in your battle. Your battle with depression does not make you any less of a human. You are okay. You are worthy. You matter. Do not let society or anyone make you feel otherwise, because no one understands the war you go through in your head every day except someone who struggles with depression. So all you brave souls out there talking about depression and putting awareness out there about anxiety, mental health, all sorts of issues, thank you. Keep being the rock stars that you are. Anyway, and that's why I kind of started this channel, because I don't think there's really people like me who look like me who are talking about this. It's, for me, my depression has always been something shameful. I hid it. My friends would have never known I was depressed. I was always the happy, fun girl, you know, the crazy girl, but deep inside, I was very unhappy. And it only took me to about me getting hit with that tragedy that I did, the struggle that I did with my body, that I realized I had to do something about it, and I did. And not everyone gets to that point, and the most important thing is to show others compassion. Everyone is doing the best they can with what they have, and you just have to be compassionate to people and show them love. And eventually, when you show them love and you give them that connection and you give them that encouragement, they'll pull through. Anyway, I am going to probably go edit some videos. That light is really harsh. I am probably going to go edit some videos. I need a ring light, like, ooh. And call it a night. Take care.